Ted and Doug with a little more outhaul. Flatten the jib out a little bit. Casey and Parry going downwind before the start of the first race. I'm under the impression that you guys sail the boat just a little bit too flat and critically. Like you just sail a little bit more in that mode where you just heeled a few degrees. Try and have that be your down mode. Just try to anticipate the power ups a little better. Like there, like that little move where you get too slow and have to do a big steering correction. I think that's when the boat really slows down. And so you just want to balance between those two settings where you're overpowered and where you have to do a big head up. Craig and David set up really round on both sails, very, very round, and maybe a little bit overpowered. The jib is much too high off the deck, and see how round the main is set up. Maybe if they can hold it on center line, but they're, to me, just look overpowered, and the jib in particular looks round and shut off. Jib setup on Macy's boat looks good. Man, also just nicely twisted. Here's Nick before the start of the first race. Looks, main very flat. You can see the middle of the rig sagging to leeward quite a bit. I don't know if he's got no shrouds on or the spreaders are just too short. But you got to change that. And then the main is, this looks really flat and tight, and the jib a second ago looked just under trimmed. Yeah, you can see how wide it is at the top there. Just needs to, looks like the lead's okay, just a little tiny bit of trim. Yeah, Nick, your spreaders are either too short or swept too far back. Nick, after pulling a bunch of ram, and before we're too loose, like getting a lot of more sag. You can see the much of the rig is bending sideways here. Just at the spreader, like overall, like the bending over live and kind of over ramming. Forward, you have to be super careful. much for the crowd-based location. You see the mains is not picking up. Things are getting a lot of mag on, but you can see it's already under that sort of loading. And ship setup looks pretty good there. Got to be careful over trimming when the main goes out too far. But that main looks really tortured on the rig the way it's set up. As you can see the overbend in the bottom, how it's like almost inverting. So, not sure what to do about it here. Here's Ted and Doug leading the first race Saturday. Like everyone else is overstood by a country mile. Clean set. Sort of lack of urgency getting on the wire here, but there we go. Here's Parker, Simon. Figure out where to stand on this thing in video. Sorry, this is out of control. Can't drive and shoot. So, looks like these guys are just sailing a little bit soft here. I know Parker's looking for the mark. Main's bubbling quite a bit. Looking for breeze. There's puff up high here, and the guys behind are bringing wind. Kind of avoiding this hole should have happened a couple of minutes ago. Could have jived out and stayed. Is the pressure down the middle, or you're just kind of stuck in the hole? These guys are. Bring him. So Parker's saying, what do I do now? I think you wait it out. You gotta just keep going fast. If you dive, you just gotta get to the pressure. How can you most quickly get to pressure? So the answer was, well, you can't sail into the hole in the first place, but now you gotta just sail the shortest distance to the wind. See what Macy's doing? That's what you should have done 3 minutes ago. See Macy's jiving on the edge of the puff. You can see the blue kite still in pressure there. And these guys are in a big hole, so I don't know whether they keep going and get to the pressure to the outside, but they just sailed out of it. So now Parker and Simon sailed into that big hole. I don't know if you could have seen it or not. But anyways, guys down the other side are in good pressure, and boats down the middle. So they're sitting, which seems to me like they're just prolonging their time in the hole. Like they're just stepping down in the hole. Finally, they're in the pressure here. There's Greg. He's way behind those guys. He's in pressure. But he's about to do a similar thing. He's going to sail out of the pressure over there. Although the blue kite way to the outside has, those guys are going good in breeze. So hard to know what to do here. Very spotty, but you gotta get to pressure and stay in pressure. So here's John and Gareth. Probably be a little further forward in the boat. Moving nicely. I think they've passed all the boats that went right down the run. They're out of the. They're in a lot less current in here, shoreside. I think that you see the red kite is Macy there. I think he's winning. And a bunch of guys went out to the right looking down, and they're getting punished out of the middle of the sound. So John and Gareth here. The setup looked good. They just look really static in the boat, like no fore and aft movement. This may be good. I mean, they're in a nice groove. Looks like they could slide forward just, well, not as much. Looks like the vane could go out here a little bit, John. You could stand just a touch more vang, just a tiny bit more. The jib looks exceedingly soft. You can trim the jib just a little bit.